Hi, my name is Julie Connor, and I'm an associate broker with eXp Realty in both New York and Connecticut. I'm going to be talking to you, the buyer, about the standard form real estate contract that we use in Connecticut. I think it's very, very important for you to have some exposure to this so that you're not just exposed to this at the point at which you're filling it out with your realtor when you're putting an offer in on the house. So I'm going to be going through all 4 pages of the contract just so that you understand it. And on the screen, we're going to be putting an actual picture of it so you could really see what it looks like. So on page number 1, the seller information is going to be put on that page, as well as your information and address. So their address of where they're living now is put on there, as well as the address of the property that you're putting an offer in on this contract. Personal property that's included and excluded is also listed on this form on the first page. In addition to that, it puts how you're going to be paying for the house. I recommend very highly to my buyers to put a good amount down as a binder. That really shows that you're being serious about this offer. If you only put a 1% down, for example, you're not showing that you're being very serious. You may be putting a second deposit down after the 10-day inspection period, so you'll be putting that on that second line. You're going to be putting down how much you're going to be owing from the bank. So how much the bank is actually lending you will be put on that next line. And so how much the total price of the house is going to be. And if you're going to be putting money down at the end too. So it's actually a potential on this form of 3 different times that you're going to be putting money down. At the beginning for the binder, sometime after the inspection issues are completed, and then again right at the closing. The next thing you're going to be checking off is how many years you're going to be getting the mortgage for. Usually it's 30. And is it conventional or FHA? You're going to be putting down when the closing date is, and the realtor is going to be filling this out. So the closing date is typically somewhere around 6 to 8 weeks from the time you're going to be filling out this paperwork and getting this offer accepted. You're going to be putting the county, or the realtor is going to be putting in the county in which the closing is going to be. You're going to be initialing the bottom of this first page, both you and whoever else is buying the house with you. On the second page, they're going to be filling out the date and the property right on top, and then they're going to be checking off one by one. What are the things that you're going to be doing during that inspection period? So that inspection period is typically 10 days. So are you going to be doing a building and mechanical inspection? Check. Termite? Check. A septic inspection? Well, that would only be if they have a septic system in this house that you're buying. A title search? Yes, you're always going to be doing that. Water? You may be checking that, especially if there's a well. Well and organic chemicals. Radon and air and water. So that's very, very common in Connecticut to have radon in the air and water, especially in certain towns. So those systems are quite expensive. So you typically want to have this checked right in the beginning because radon is an odorless, colorless gas. And if you do have radon in your water and air, you are going to want to get a system to remove it. Is there an oil tank in the house? If so, you do want that to be looked at. Lead and asbestos. You're going to be initialing where the line is that says that you've received a copy of the residential property disclosure, which I'm talking about in another tape as well, that you've received a copy and you've looked at it of the lead disclosure. And then at the bottom of page 2, you're going to be initialing that. Page 2. Page 3, this just requires your initials at the bottom of the page and that you've read that. Your realtor is going to be dating and putting the property address at the top. And on page 4, the same thing. You're going to be putting your realtor is going to be putting the property address at the top. They'll be putting the date of the contract at the top, and you're going to be signing your signature and the date. And your agent is going to be filling out all their information, including their license. And you do need to know who your attorney is because you're going to be filling out your attorney information. The agent is also going to be filling out all the seller's attorney information and the seller's agent information, so you don't have to worry about any of that. But I wanted to show you this form right here just so that you have a really good understanding of what this is going to look like, just in case your agent did not go over it with you. So I hope you got something out of this video, and good luck with getting that contract right to closing, and congratulations from working on making your first purchase. Thank you and have a great day.